Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be talking about a product that I've had for almost 2 years now, and it's the Unifun 10400 mAh waterproof power bank charger for smartphones and tablets. And as you see, it's a little beat up from just having it around for the time that I've had it. So I don't use it for its waterproof capabilities anymore, but there's supposed to be a tab that runs the length of my finger to cover the USB ports and the charging ports that are supposed to keep it from damaging because of moisture. It also comes with this wire. These are the two things you're going to get in the box. You're going to get the power bank, and you're going to get this wire. And the wire you're going to use to you can either connect it to your computer, which will take forever, or you can get an adapter that you can connect to the wall, and with that adapter you'll have a faster charge. Once you get a full charge, you'll able to be able to do a couple of cycles of your smartphone. Some people said they can do about 4 cycles. I've never gotten 4 cycles out of this on the smartphone. The most I've ever gotten was 2 cycles. I've also used this to try to bring power back to an iPad Pro 12.5 inch, and I can say that it gives you some power, but not as much power as you would imagine. It'll get it up to, on an empty iPad Pro, it'll give you, let's say, about 45% at most of battery on your iPad Pro. So the way you turn this on is you push the power button right here, and here you go. There's a flashlight that comes with this too, and it's pretty powerful. I don't use it that much, but in the beginning I would use it because I work near water, and sometimes I'd be there at night, and this was good just to be able to see where I was going, because it had a lot of boats and a lot of boat gear, a lot of outdoor camping gear. So this was helpful in that capacity. I've actually never been out with this while it was raining, even when it had the latch covering the USB devices ports. I would not bring it out in the rain, or just because I didn't have a use for it. And this was most useful for me when I was working with boats in an area that didn't have electricity. So now we have electricity where I'm working, but during that time we had a lot of guests come, and this was a added service that we can provide to them. Many guests came with their iPhones and or smartphones, and what happened was that they would want to leave their phones charging, or they forgot to charge their phone, and I would gladly lend them this device. That's part of the reason why the latch is missing, because so many people have used this. But as you see, even after about 2 years of using it, it's still pretty powerful. And what happens is, once you press the power button, you'll see these lights indicating how much battery it has left. So right now it has just about three battery bars left. And again, if I hold the power button, you're going to get the flashlight come on, and there it is. I don't want to blind you, but that's pretty much what it does. It also has a space in here that you're able to put a key ring through, and many outdoorsmen, they'll put it on their belts, on the keychain, just to keep it close to them. I had never had a use for this or even to charge a phone while I'm out and it's been raining, but just many people like to keep it close to them. It's just about the same size as a big phone. Some people say that it's too bulky, and they complain about the size of it, but I say that they could probably stop complaining, or just find another pocket for it. People usually travel with bags that have an extra pocket for something like this. I would not recommend dropping this in the water, even if you do have the latch that covers the USB ports, just because it doesn't. Even when I had the latch on it, it didn't look like it was gonna just be able to withstand it falling into water or being immersed in water. It just didn't. I could be wrong, but after reading some reviews, I've seen that people have complained that the water has gotten into it. I don't think it'll be a problem if it's just a trickle of rain, a splash, small splash. But if you drop this in a pool or something like that, I wouldn't think that it would survive. Some people say that they've dropped it and it's been still working. I believe that because it's pretty well made, even though this is not rubber. It's a hard plastic. The sides seem to be rubber. These latches and the covering seem to be rubber, but this is mostly a hard plastic. And yeah, it seems to be a small slab of metal right here, but don't go too much by that. So you can charge two devices at the same time, your iPad or your iPhone or whatever tablet you have. You can put it in these ports over here, and there's an advisory on one of the sites that says to use a certain kind of adapter so it can have a full charge in 6 hours of leaving this charge, instead of a lower quality adapter that will then have this charging for about 12 to 14 hours, which seems a little excessive. I've never had that problem. I usually just use this cord in this port. Then the USB side, I just connected to a regular adapter for whatever notebook that I have or whatever tablet that I have, and it usually charges up in just a couple of hours. I've never had that long charge problem. But here it is. If you're interested in buying it, you can get it from Amazon. You can get it from eBay. Sometimes you'll get it from sellers that will just put a lot of unnecessary shipping and handling charges on top of it. So if you're gonna go, you can get it. You might be able to even get it through B&H. You can get it through Amazon. It'll be about $16 to $25, and but I'll stick mostly to the $16 side and see how much it is with shipping and handling. If you get it from a place like eBay, just again, the shipping and handling is always, sometimes they have it'll say $16, but then they'll charge you another $16 just for shipping and handling. That's the way a lot of people make money that way. So you just gotta be careful. It's also good when you're out camping because of the flashlight feature. And with that, it has, I wish I can show you if it was darker here, but it's pretty bright still in the city. And this light will actually illuminate, I would say maybe 50 yards away. And it's enough if you're camping, but most of the time you're going to use it for things that are real close to you, whether it's your keys or your pouch with money, whatever that you need for your camping necessities. So what else can I tell you about this product? It holds a big charge, 10,400 mAh. It's pretty good. You won't have to charge this every day if you don't use it regularly every day. I haven't charged this perhaps in the last 4 days, and it's been enough for my purposes, my intent and purposes. So if you're gonna go out and get it, just make sure that if you're gonna use it every day, charge it every night. It'll be perfectly fine by the morning. Again, I don't recommend you dip this in water. I don't recommend you give this to your children because it does look like a toy, and they might throw it on the wall and it might not break, but still you want it to be ready when you need it, when you're using it. If you're going to go to a place that you know is not going to have any electricity and you're going to be there for a few hours and you need your devices, I do recommend this product for that purpose. And so again, you're paying about $16 for it. Don't go thinking that it's supposed to be working miracles. It's going to give you a full charge on an empty iPad Pro that, it's the size of a small laptop and it's on a zero charge, but it might give you enough to get you through a tough time or an emergency. And even, like I said, it can get you up to maybe 40% of battery on an empty charge. So again, check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on the bottom of this page. Go ahead.